Hey guys, welcome back to Side B. I am Connor, and I'm glad to be back. Sorry for the absence. I have recently started a new job back home. Glad to be here, finally settling down a little bit, so hopefully things will be a little more consistent. But today we're back with another episode of Respin Rundown. Last time we covered Drake's Nothing Was the Same, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out. But today we are covering one of my favorite albums, and in my opinion, one of the most important albums of all time, Discovery by Daft Punk.
One more time, got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time, music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free.
Now, let me preface this. It's important to say this, that the lowest score I would give any song on this album is like an 8.5 or 9 out of 10. It's about as perfect of an album as you can get. Every song, even like 20 years later, still sounds like it could be from 20 years in the future. It's just an outstanding piece of music all the way through. That being said, we're going to try to rank these because I think it's a fun exercise. Getting into the ranking, number 14, we have High Life. Pretty fun track. Sounds like it could be like a video game OST, but it kind of lacks the aura that the rest of the album has. It's like energy wise between superheroes and Something About Us, and it's like such a weird kind of mix between the two that like it works as a transition, but not much more. The album doesn't really need it. Like if this song was taken off the album, I love it, but I don't think it would be a big whoop-de-doo if this was gone. So, number 14, High Life. Imagine you are driving home on a warm summer night, windows down, highway, cruising, leaned back, one hand on the wheel, one hand on like a fucking, I don't know, whatever you drink and drive with. And then night vision comes on. It is short, but man, this song will make you spiritually ascend to fucking heaven. Lovely ambient piece, short, but has enough sauce to keep you engaged throughout the whole thing. Really just an excellent kind of midpoint track, which it's crazy how much I'm complimenting these fucking lower tracks, man. These are such good songs. It hurts me to put this at number 13, but number 13 is Night Vision. Coming in at number 12, this one might be a bit of a hot take for the Daft Punk community, but I have Too Long at number 12.
At last, the long wait is over. The weight is off my shoulders. I'm taking all control, yeah.
I mean, it's in the title. I love what's here, and I love what it does. I love the fact that it just continues to evolve the entire 10 minutes, but also it takes the full 10 minutes to fully reach its final form, and that's a lot of time to spend on one song. Like, great musical piece. I just always don't have 10 minutes to spare. And with that being said, it does get a little bit repetitive, but not enough for me to actually fault it for it. But it is going to be number 12, Too Long. At number 11, I have Short Circuit. Now, I love how the song fits into the narrative of Alive 2007, and I love the glitchy effects. Super cool, super ahead of its time. But those same effects make it kind of hard to listen to consistently. I personally love the part, but I can see why if I was driving like at noon and that part comes on, why I would want to skip it. At nighttime or evening, ooh, perfect. But it just has that little bit of a moment where it's not always contextually great, which in an album where the songs are this close in quality, you need to start nitpicking that. So I'm sorry, but number 11, Short Circuit. Coming in at number 10, we have Crescendos. Before anyone shoots me, I love this song. I love how goofy it is. I love how over the top it is. But it can be a little jarring at times. This is like the Scaring the Hose song off this album. Like if you put this on as someone's first Daft Punk song, they'd be like, what the fuck are you smoking? Just really a song where it fits perfectly in the context of the album. When you take it out, it suffers a little bit. Not exactly an all-around great Daft Punk song, but it is a great song overall. That said, the drum breakdown fucking rips. Love the drum breakdown. So number 10, well, it hurts me to do so, Crescendos. At number 9, I have Voyager. This song is just effortlessly cool. It feels like the soundtrack to a travel montage. It's in energy wise, it's like a more lively, fully evolved version of Night Vision. And the fact where you can just kind of throw it on no matter what you're doing. If you're jogging, walking, running, like anything you want to be doing, as long as you're moving, this song is perfect for it. It just feels like motion captured and written into music. So, number 9, Voyager. Number 8, and a seriously hot take, Something About Us.
I need you more than anything in my life. I want you more than anything in my life.
Now, I know people are going to be mad, but hear me out. I love this song. Technically and emotionally, it's incredible. When you put this on, you're always going to feel something. But when I'm listening to Daft Punk, this is not the vibe I'm usually looking for. I can say all day that it's probably one of the best songs of their discography, but it's not what I'm looking for when I think of quintessential Daft Punk. Just, it's hard to rank these songs because there's no specific moment I could point at and be like, man, this is the moment that makes it not good for me. Because this is, for all intents and purposes, a pretty perfect song. It's just, there's something lacking about it where, like, for example, it's not one for one, but Instant Crush is another song about roughly the same subject if you squint. And it has that kind of melancholic undertone, but it's just a little more lively, a little more catchy, a little more Daft Punk. This is a great song, but for me, personally, it's number 8. At number 7, it is a bird, it is a plane, it is Superheroes. The idea of a battle of superheroes like fighting in the sky being told entirely through music is ridiculously cool as a concept. And when it's executed to such a high level like this, it's one of the coolest things ever, especially with the Alive 2007 version. The way it kind of starts using those samples to create the lyrics and kind of like slips that idea into the album where it's kind of perfected later on Face to Face. It's just really cool. All around, this song is just fucking awesome. Everything it does extremely well. Energy is ultra high. Only fault is it gets a little bit repetitive, but that's not me. That's just if I was looking at it from the average Joe point of view, I would just say it's probably going to be number 7. It's not quite top 5. Coming in at number 6 is Verity Quo. This song is like the Pokemon final evolution of Night Vision and Voyager. It takes like the perfect mix of both those things and kind of slams them together. It's like ethereal, haunting, insanely memorable thanks to like these Baroque inspired keys. And every time you like add a layer onto it, it gets more and more impactful, and this beautiful kind of cityscape of sounds in your ears makes it just a perfect vibe song. I could throw this on any day at any drive, and I could still feel like I'm in some sort of fucking noir movie driving in the rain. It's awesome. So number 6, Verity Quo. If I haven't made it clear by now, this album is near perfect, if not perfect. And the fact that this song is number 5 is a testament to that. This song is the anthem of a generation. I'm talking about Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger at number 5. Coming back to this song, it's still such a good song, but it's so hard to not like start rapping the Kanye verse. But it is really just the defining song of a generation, really, and it masterfully uses the vocal chops, the synths. The way they just kind of stab and poke at you is so cool. And every single shift of the rhythm is iconic as these robots are evolving and learning, getting faster and more efficient. It's, perfectly robotic, so it fits the vibe right. It's funky, it's catchy, And like I said, somehow 20 years later, it still sounds futuristic. I don't know how they did it, but really fantastic song. So at number 5, Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger. Number 4, there's not much to say about it. It is One More Time.
One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing.
To this day, One More Time is one of the greatest pop songs ever made. It still bangs to this day. Every time I've gone out or gone to a club or a concert and the final song is One More Time, the entire place goes berserk. This is just one of those ones. And while it is one of those ones as a pop song, off this album, in the context of the album, I'm going to say it's number 4, but that's to say it's not fantastic. This is an all-time great track, all-time great opener of an album, close to like Wesley's Theory, in my opinion. Just, it's euphoric, nostalgic, emotional, everything packed into once. And those vocals, man, fucking fantastic. I think it's Romanthony, but I don't know. I think it's him. Just great shit all the way through. Number 4, One More Time. Number 3 is probably the most proficient, impressive display of sampling ever put onto a record. It is Face to Face.
When you finally get involved face to face.
The fact that there's like 150 different samples on this, and it took people like 20 years to find them all, and they're still finding more, is just insane to me. It is just a perfect song all the way through. The way there's so many samples pushed together, and yet it doesn't feel cluttered. It's just, I don't know how to explain it in words. It's just awesome. It's fucking awesome through and through. It is just such a cool thing, and the way the samples kind of chop up together to sound like lyrics. Like, what the fuck? Like, who thought of that? It's ridiculous. Even today, it's hard to wrap your mind around it. Nobody's been able to do something this cool since then. Even right now, I'm questioning putting it at number 3. It could be number 1 for all I care. But, like, absolute masterpiece. Every time you listen through it, you get something new. Even now, I've been listening to this album for, like, 10 years now. Even now when I put it on, I find something that makes me go, oh, shit. And that's what I really wanted at Daft Punk, is those oh, shit moments. So, number 3, Face to Face. Number 2 is Aerodynamic. Before anyone says anything, it's here because that guitar solo is probably the best 30 seconds in electronic music history. That shit knocked me off my feet the first time I heard it, and it knocks me off my feet now. The contrast between where it starts and where it finishes and that big ass fucking explosion in the middle, insane. Adrenaline start to finish. You could put this on at any gym, at any workout, and it is a perfect song to go for a PR with, at least in my opinion. Not much more to say about it. Aerodynamic, masterful song, number 2. Coming in at number 1, I have Digital Love. When you look at Daft Punk's discography as a whole and their ethos as a group, it's finding humanity in the technology. It's about striving to be human while embracing technology without going too far. And when I think about it, and you kind of boil it down to its most basic essence, Digital Love is what Daft Punk is all about. It's a beautiful song, one of my favorites of all time. Nostalgic to a fault. The melody is perfect. There's storytelling. The vocals are perfectly emotional. It's very heartfelt for a Daft Punk song. This is, if you gave Daft Punk like a soul and gave it to somebody to be like, this is what Daft Punk is at its best, I think Digital Love would be the song to do it with. So with that being said, number 1, Digital Love. I know this was a quick video, but thank you guys for watching. I wanted to touch on this album just a little bit because I have been going through it a lot recently after our Random Access Memories reaction, which you guys might be seeing pretty soon. Look forward to that. If you have anything you want me to rank or listen to, put it down in the comments below. If you have your own thoughts on this album, drop them in the comments, put notification bell on, do all that fun stuff to help us out. We'd appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. Seriously, if you made it this far, salute to you. And with that being said, see you guys next time.